You can actually view the book under Treasure. I'll go ahead and take a look at it. You can actually get lots of treasures in the game. Basically, Simon had taken the book and began translating it. How long does it take ink to dry? Seriously. Germonik. This is actually, yeah. Basically, this is this is the lost gospel of Judas, or the equivalent thereof. I've actually never read this book all the way through because I found it quite boring to sit here and listen to Ramza prattle on and on and on about stuff that really, honestly, doesn't have any bearing to the main story of the game. So basically, it's not really a gospel, it's more of a day planner. Although honestly, this book does offer a nice insight into Ramza himself and the world he lives in. The Golden Age. I think, from what Square Enix has said, the Golden Age is the era that Final Fantasy XII took place in. If a baby said, "Hey, don't drink this water," I'd probably freak the fuck out and then not drink the water. I don't know. A lot of these games from this period in Square's history are definitely a lot more bold than what they're making now. Like, this game is just so strongly Catholic, you know, anti-Catholic, or, you know, whatever, thinly veiledly Catholic, and they would not make this game now. I mean, they don't make this game now. Now you get Tactics Advance. You know, and you got Xenogears. I mean, wow, Xenogears. I mean, the closest thing to a Brave game that Square Enix has made since they became Square Enix, and probably beyond, I would have to say it was The World Ends With You on the Nintendo DS. If you have a DS, you need to play that game. Sadly, they're probably not going to make a sequel because it didn't sell too well. Which, when games like that don't sell well, that tells the game makers, hey, we don't like new and innovative games. We like Halos and Final Fantasies and the same old boring stuff we've been playing for a while. And don't get me wrong, all in all, the Final Fantasy games are actually always groundbreaking. Every game is different from the last. But at the same time, there's always a little bit that's the same. You know, you get the same spells, blah blah. They very rarely make something completely new. And it just kind of made me sad when The World Ends With You was the first, which is the first real new intellectual property that came out of Square in a very long time. It kind of flopped. It's the same thing with oh, I'm trying to think of the name of the game. I have it sitting right here in front of me. Where is it at? Valkyrie Chronicles, that's it. Valkyrie Chronicles didn't sell too well. Luckily, Sega's not dropping it. I actually had no faith in Sega whatsoever, but that's mainly because of Sonic Team. But Sega can really make a good game. If you don't believe me, play Valkyrie Chronicles. Play Skies of Arcadia. Legends on the Game Boy, GameCube, not Game Boy. Play it on the GameCube, man. That is a good game. If I knew where my GameCube and my copy of Skies of Arcadia was, I'd probably Let's Play it. That is a wonderful game. It is amazing. I have never in my entire life felt a game of that scope where you actually feel like, hey, you're exploring the world, you know. That could be nostalgia. It's been a couple of years since I played it, but my dog is sitting right here, eye level with me, staring at me with his tail wagging. Somebody said my dog sounded like a parrot on a comment. He's a little dog, but he doesn't sound like a parrot. He was a spy, huh? Judging by what this says, the Empire is probably the Empire that invades the small country in Final Fantasy 12. That's the only thing I can think of. Young King Limberry. I wonder what this says in the PSP version. Honestly, would King Limberry be Larsa? Maybe? Murand. no one ever saw the Germonik scriptures. Well, I would be afraid too, because it basically negates your whole religion.